going to watch one of my guilty pleasure shows, Financial Audit, which is a YouTube series on a channel hosted by this guy, Caleb Hammer. I love to watch the videos because they're so funny. There's a spiritual coach or someone who is in this self-helpy space, and then you look at their finances and it's a mess and they're giving life advice. There's nothing better than dunking on those people. So this one is a woman who, the title of the video is I'm Done With This Woman. And apparently she's some sort of coach. And I have not watched episodes. We're going to discover this together.
I'm Amber. I'm from Los Angeles, California. I'm 27 years old and
you're watching Disney Channel.
sorry, my inner child speaking right now.
You're not like making ends meet.
No, I have negative money in one bank account. I'm balancing trying to participate in a capitalistic society that I really resent because I want to be able to change this country from the inside out.
I mean, you can vote like everyone else, but
no,
but you
that
still
doesn't make a difference.
I am once again asking for your financial support.
No, I'm going to change the world with my life coaching business by inspiring others through capitalism to not participate in capitalism. Join the choir. We're all singing the same song, like I just said. Like, I don't like it either. But thinking that you're going to change the country perspective on capitalism, good luck.
But regardless, in order to survive, you do have to exist in the reality of reality.
Yes. So what's been really interesting has been coming to terms with what you just said, reality. And I'm trying to get my inner reality to finally reflect on the outside.
Huh? Surviving is for everyone, though. And you might have to do something you don't want to do.
And that's what's been pissing me off. Like, I wear my expensive clothes and I buy my dog the expensive food and I do all this that will like make me feel better when really actually gaining some sovereignty and some independence will make me feel better in the heart, right? And so now I'm doing the work that doesn't feel that good in order to survive, barely. I am actually just in the middle of my first pitch deck to a client in order to consult them in social media authenticity.
Damn. You're
okay. I will just say that she's got all the buzzwords that are coming straight from a, you know, self-help-y, more spirituality, wellness group. Like, this is the type of shit that I was saying like 4 years ago now, where it's like, this is not aligned with me. I'm facing resistance. I'm not attracting the right jobs into my life and clients, and I need to like repel them. I'm like, oh my God, shut up. Like, to myself. I'm saying that to myself. The universe is trying to punish you for not pursuing your dreams or something. It's like, no, it's not that. It's no one cares. The universe, I don't believe, is watching you and saying, oh, we're not going to make her feel good about user-generated content because she should really be doing life coaching instead. And that's her true purpose in life. It's just like, but that's the narcissism where you think that you're better than everyone else and that you're not meant to work at McDonald's. You're meant for something else. And therefore, everyone else who works at McDonald's is lesser than. And I hate to say that, but that is what they teach you in these self-help classes. You find out probably within a year that it's all bullshit. Now you're on YouTube.
You're building a business. Dude, I'm all about building a business.
Yeah.
When I built this business, which is in a similar space, it's just online, social media, video, blah, 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 all that stuff.
Yeah.
I didn't do it until I had a 12-month emergency fund, and I didn't quit what I needed to survive until this made enough to survive. You're kind of just going all in on it. Now, land of America, you know.
And that's what they tell you too, to go all in, don't play small, leave the harbor to go. And if you want to make it, like, burn the boats and don't have a backup plan, that's better for you. It's like, no, that's stupid advice.
What do you bring in on a monthly basis on average?
Oh my God, what's really sad is that
what do you bring home on a monthly basis on average?
I don't know, because I avoid looking at these bank accounts.
Well, that's
when
not
you
a
get
choice.
so stressed, you're like, I'm just not going to open Bank of America today.
I'm sorry, that's not a choice. That's an immature, childish thing to do.
It is.
You say, you know when you do this.
So
I know when children do that.
Yeah. I literally feel overrun once in a while by, in spirituality, we call them the inner children, the inner aspects. And I literally have been giving them everything that they want. They're like, oh my God, I'm scared to make money because
Why are you running? Why are you running?
yeah, there are some issues right now with where I live. There's molding, the whole building.
There's molding. I guess she means molding. The walls are molding. Is that how you say it? I was like, oh, molding. That's nice. Ooh, it's ritzy over there.
Management company is getting sued. I haven't had to pay rent. I'm in a really weird.
That's
random
good.
ass
That's bad
situation.
and good. Bad and good. I'm sorry that you're living there and that sucks. And that's obviously the
dealing with
landlord's
health
responsibility.
issues. The thing is that I've manifested a life at this point where I am taken care of so much by other
You've
people.
manifested a life?
Subconsciously.
Okay.
Subconsciously, my inner aspects and inner children and teenagers, whatever, have felt safest when others are supporting us rather than when we are supporting ourselves, because then it means we're not alone.
Okay. You see a therapist.
I see many therapists, coaches. I'm also a coach to a certain extent.
Oh no.
She sees many therapists. Highly doubtful. She sees many coaches. I believe that. She is also a coach. Great. Good.
You're
Where?
a coach?
And I'm
a spiritual
still-
coach? Yeah, we had another spiritual healer on here. Mm-hmm. Another life coach of sorts.
We watched
How
that
do we feel
episode.
comfortable by any means giving anyone advice on life if you are just failing in the United States?
Yeah, I am not a financial coach.
Yeah, but how can you be coaching people on their life if you yourself could be getting them into a damaging position because you yourself are in a damaging position?
Oh no, baby, that's the industry. That's what we all do. No, I'm not the first one. That's how it works. That's what my coach does, and their coach before them, and the coach that I will coach to be a coach after me, baby. Come on, Caleb, get with the picture. That is how this industry is built. It is built on a pyramid of lies, okay? It's not just her.
In finances, yes, which is what this show is about. But like, if you are convincing people that if you think what you do is okay and you convince people to get in that same headspace, you're leading people down a dangerous path to the point where they might not be able to pay rent. They might not be able to retire. They might not be able to put food on their table, and they think it's okay.
Retirement is a state of mind. You know, inside, we can all just retire spiritually.
Venmo, what usually comes in through Venmo? Like, why?
You know what?
It used to be sugar daddy money.
Oh, I was just joking. My life is going so great. I'm eligible to give people advice, and I get Venmos from sugar daddies. Join me on my life coaching journey.
$2,891.
So with the molding issue, I'm legally not required to pay rent right now.
I know, that's the only reason you're
I'm-
surviving.
Exactly. And I have EBT. I have food stamps.
How do we feel about a life coach getting food stamps? I'm all in support of anyone getting aid that they need. I find it completely ironic. And I wonder if she's being honest with her clients that she's on food stamps, because I would find it very hard to take any advice really from someone telling me how to live my life better from someone who's like in that desperate of a situation. Especially a single girl, you know, living in LA. It seems like you're making a lot of choices that are silly, but that's just me.
2 summers ago, I was grossly harassed at a music video.
Sorry.
And thank you. The way that my stress response works is I go into freeze mode. So everybody's nervous system acts up in a different way. Some people get stressed and they'll fight. They'll go and make money.
Yeah.
But I go into freeze mode. So after this traumatic event that just was a layer on to other sexual assaults, other sexual harassment, all these other disgusting acts, I had past suicidal thoughts that came up, and the way they manifested for me was to doom scroll, to not participate in life, to not connect with other people, to barely connect with my dog. And so here I was living a very privileged life in the sense where I could reach out and someone would take care of me. Someone would throw me a rope and save me. I would have coaches give me free coaching. I would have spiritual healers give me a session, etc.
So I feel like this is the number one, again, target. So if like people who are into conspiracy theories are the number one target for biohackers, you know, people with money, but they're very conspiratorial and that's their target audience. I feel like this woman is like the number one target of spiritual healers, energy healers, coaches, life coaching. This is the type of person, someone who's been through some stuff, has experienced, you know, bad effects from it, doesn't really believe in money, has kind of gotten money from all these random places, is sort of lost in life, and oh, now they're searching for help, and this coach is now going to say, you can be a coach. And that's how they get indoctrinated, and they feel good momentarily because, oh, I'm a chosen one. I'm a light worker. I'm better than everyone else. And then I think that's a detriment, and you're never going to get control of your life until you think, I'm actually just the same as everyone else. I have special qualities and I have mundane qualities. And once you sort of get on that logic train, at least when I did, I felt like, okay, now things are better. I can manage myself in this. But when you're like this, because I was like this, I'm going to go ask this coach for a free session. I'm going to trade it because I need it so badly. I need to heal. I have all these problems. It doesn't go away. It just spirals out of control, but you're putting a Band-Aid on it every day. So it feels okay day to day, which is helpful in some ways. But also it's almost like I needed to hit rock bottom before I was ready to like look at myself, look at my finances, look at my life and go, actually, I need to fix many, many things here. And that's when I got into real therapy and started to like get my shit together. And I hope that's what this woman does too, honestly, because I see a lot of myself in her, and it's like sad. It's hard to watch and like hear and go, oh God, she's a target. Like she's putting a target on her back for every grifter to come contact her and go, I'll give you a healing session that'll change everything. I'll heal your inner child. It's like, ugh.
When it comes to what success I think lands like in my body, it's magnetism. And every time I'm magnetic, I get violated. Here I am knowing this. I'm seriously ready to make the change. I have the pitch decks for these clients whose social medias I want to change.
I hope she gets a job. That's what I'm hoping, that she gets at least a part-time job to support this. Because like pitch decks and all this stuff, it's great, but like without support, it's a dangerous road ahead. As he was saying, you know, he had 12 months of savings saved up before he took a chance to do a part-time YouTube channel. Like that is how you have to be logical and responsible. Of course, there's people who make it, put it all in the one number on the craps table and win. Of course, that's true. But like being logical, statistical, you should save, get your stability, and then start doing business stuff, because businesses aren't cheap to run. Even freelancing is hard. So if you're in this dire of a situation, which it sounds like she's in, we haven't gotten to the numbers yet, but I'm assuming that it's bad. If she's in debt or needing to go bankrupt, like get a job first and then let's think about pitch decks and things. To take her seriously, that she really does want to change, that I would want her to get a job.
I get delusional, you could say, when I don't participate in reality, because I have this knowledge and knowing, if you will, of my calling, of my web show, changing the world by me. God. Stories and just trying to inspire other people to go on their own healing journey so they can be their most authentic self and live their most aligned life. So this distracts me where every day.
Yeah, this is the, I don't know, this might be mean, but this is like the bullshit that they feed you to, these coaches. And she's probably feeding to others. It's a nonsensical, your calling is to inspire others to find their calling. It's like, okay, again, like become a coach because I'm a coach and you can coach others to coach. It's the same thing. It's just a way to talk about yourself. Again, there's nothing wrong with it, but like if you don't have money, you need to find a way to make money and then do your show. But to think like, I'm gonna, you know, not work and then let my life kind of fall apart like this and then also inspire others, it's like, ugh.
I want to help as many people as possible to change their lives.
So
like you're doing.
I am so supportive of it, so supportive of the desire, everything like that. Just to bring my devil's advocate and just more like the world just screaming at me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I live in too much light.
Well, I started this show.
No, it's like, it's not that she lives in too much light. And that's what they also tell you. You're too positive. You're just so, people hate on you because they tell you the truth because, you know, they don't understand how light you are and how abundant you really are in your heart. It's like, no, people are trying to help you because they see like how delusional you are. Like, it's unfortunate, but you don't just get what you want because you want it. That's what I used to think when I was younger. I'm like, no, I have drive. I have desire. Therefore, I will be like served by the world. And it's like, no, you know, no. There's a lot of people that don't have desire or drive, have trust funds from the day they're born. It's not fair. It isn't fair. I wish we could all have web shows where we talk about our life story and make millions of dollars, but it ain't true. And her saying, well, this makes me a good person because I believe in myself, that my story is more worthwhile financially than every other person who's working at a McDonald's. That's narcissistic. I'm not saying she's a narcissist, but that is a narcissistic way to look at the world. Putting myself on blast, I also felt these things and thought that I was like better than other people. And it's not fucking true.
I want you to survive at the same time. And a lot of that comes down to finances. So
yeah, and that's where these numbers are f***ed up, because I didn't give you too much of a breakdown on some other expenses, but a lot of that are like supplements that I think are gonna like save me.
Save you?
Wait, what?
Huh?
Like, magnesium.
She's lying, right? That's a joke, right? She's saying that these supplements are going to save her, or is that a joke?
Supplements that I think are going to like
Save you?
Girl!
This is just stupid.
Supplements? Okay, let me hear.
liposomal glutathione.
One eternity later.
The usual minimum monthly payment is $20. Cool, that's awesome, but you didn't pay it.
That's so little.
Yes, it's so little. Why did you not pay it? Why did you not pay it?
Why?
Yeah, okay. This is clearly a dissociation issue. I dissociated from these accounts that I'm not even keeping a schedule of when anything needs to get paid, and I'm pretending like
Just put it on auto pay.
okay.
Associate yourself with auto pay.
Use AI. Use AI. Problem solve with AI.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
What?
No, I've been needing someone to look at me like this.
Why? Why does no one ever tell you reality? Are you surrounded with yes men? Because you're...
Yes. The self-help industry, wellness people, yes. The coaches she's coaching with, yes. The clients she has probably, yes. That's exactly what it is, Caleb, yes.
Are people just like not willing to tell you the truth? Or
Yeah.
what? I mean, you tell me. Or do you even know?
100%.
Are you telling me no one's ever told you before that, hey, guess what? Pay a credit card. Minimum monthly balance.
No, they would say in the wellness space, put it on your credit card because you want to feel like you're abundant.
Wanting to live in a mindset of abundance. So it's like, I want to buy.
Why? Why live in a mindset of abundance?
Because
What
it
is
feels
that?
good.
So it's worth it. Put that good energy. If you want money to flow to you, you have to flow money out. That's how it works. Law of attraction. That they would tell her the opposite. Put more in your card.
Yeah, what's really beautiful in my life is that I have a mixture of what you just said. I have my mindset and healing coach who will text me random like, you need like a schedule and you need like to set a monthly goal of how much money to make. And I'm like, oh, didn't text her back. And then there are people.
Why? Why'd you not text her back? Don't just move on. Okay. Why'd you not text her back? She was bringing reality, even though she's coming from whatever, crystals or something. But just she was telling you like, yo, girl, money exists and you need it to survive in this world.
Yeah.
We didn't text her back because
fear
of
success.
You need to talk to your therapist about that one. One that has studied the science behind mental health.
Thank you.
No, my coach is great. Kat's great.
She is a cat, much like Tarot. She tells me telepathically because I also communicate with my dog. So she's the one who's my therapist.
If I were to actually talk to my therapist on Friday and be like, hey, let's leave the daddy issues to the side for now. How about we go into the sphere of success and magnetism and being violated again that I have that's preventing me from making money. So thank you. I'll do that Friday.
Okay. I mean, I don't know if that's what it is, or I'm sure like those issues are causing some anxiety and angst and things that are going on. But I think, finding security and finding a place where you can start to work on your issues is number one importance. There's a lot of controversy about this, but like the Maslow's hierarchy of needs, like you need to have food and shelter and water. Then you can go into like interests and love and support. And then you go all the way to the top and like fulfillment is at the top. Like you have to make sure your bottom is fed. And if you're in debt and you're worried about bills and you're not looking at your bill, like you're going to have to take care of that first. And then you can go and deep dive into the inner child stuff and all that. But yeah, I think she needs to do step one first.
Now there's a lot of evil credit card companies out there, sure. Take advantage of people, sure. But you spent the money. Now you have to pay it. You're not paying it. What are your perspectives on credit cards and paying it back? Money that you borrowed.
Not important.
The thing with the credit cards is I accept responsibility that I should not have taken that money out. Funny story is about $1,000-ish of those credit card bills was caused. Okay, it was my fault. But I trusted a man on seekingarrangements.com.
Oh no.
Who said that he would give me like $5,000 if we went on a date together. And he was like, I want you to get all done up for the date. I want you to get your lashes done. I want you to get your
So Seeking Arrangements, just so you know, is a sugar daddy website. Okay, just so we're all on the same page. That's what it's a dating website, but it's like for, I'm going to pay for your lifestyle type of situation, just so we know.
So to be clear, you think the system is why you're in credit card debt?
Yeah, I think the system is to blame for why a lot of people are in poverty.
Okay, no, I'm talking about you. I'm talking about you. You. This show is about you. You are the one that's sitting here.
We can't talk about anybody else.
Well, you keep trying to take it to like a broader thing, which is a different show. It's a different show, though. That's a different show.
Brain goes huge.
Okay, congratulations, big brain. But like, that's a different show. This show is about you. I'm focused on you. I want you to get out of debt, dude.
I really do too, and I want to help other people do the same.
How are you going to help people do the same? You haven't even done it yourself. That's the thing. That's the coaching problem. They haven't done the thing themselves yet they are convinced that they are qualified to help someone else do the same. The same what? You haven't done it yet.
Or was you not being responsible, getting the money up front and putting the money into it that you did? Was that not your fault?
Every swipe was a choice.
Okay,
Good, for
so
sure.
was it the system or was it you?
I'm still gonna blame the system.
What responsibility? You said you took responsibility. What?
I take responsibility for not being able to control my spending when there wasn't enough income.
You don't take responsibility of not accepting the money up front in terms of risk mitigation?
Mitigation?
In terms of avoiding the risk of maybe him not paying and you spending the money.
Oh, yeah.
Do you accept responsibility there?
I definitely do.
So it wasn't the system, it was you.
To be honest, I don't know if you've heard recently, and I don't want to go too deep into this. There is a professor from Stanford who had to share what he learned about free will.
Okay.
In this world. And he concluded, and he did not want to share this information. He concluded that there is no free will.
The scholars don't want you to know this. There is no free will. Okay. So do you believe credit card debt that you're going to pay this or not? A scholar once said, there is no such thing as free will. I take responsibility for everything. But what about society? Huh?
Women
Did he go
disconnected.
through the full scientific method? Was it peer reviewed? Did it go through everything?
Yeah, he's Stanford.
Doubtful.
Well, that doesn't mean anything. He could be a history professor from Stanford. I don't know.
That's true.
He could be teaching concert band from Stanford. He could be talking about, what do you mean he's from Stanford? That doesn't mean anything to me. I don't care.
My coach told me it's the highest level of success.
Or was he just a dude that posted a blog? Like, well, again, that doesn't mean anything to me.
Yeah, he wrote into a book. You ever seen Westworld?
Yeah.
It's basically Westworld.
Great first
dude.
season.
I know. They canceled it because Westworld knew what was up.
Also, the show just wasn't really good after the first season.
Thank you. Caleb, God, where have you been all my life? Westworld season 1 was a great show. Westworld season 2, the only good one was season 1. That's why it was canceled. Not because the government was like, this show is too real. We're canceling it. And the, media cabal got together. So that's the thing. It's like, do you really believe, like someone who believes that, like Westworld was canceled because they were too accurate because a guy from Stanford wrote a blog that there's no free will means I shouldn't get a job and pay my credit card debt. Like, I just don't understand. And now you're going to be a life coach to teach other people how to have a good mindset. It's like, it's crazy.
And you're very big on this, and you're using that as an excuse to not have the choices in your own life and things. No. So tell me, did it come through an actual scientific study? So tell me, where did it come from? What is his professor role? What's his name?
That's what's annoying me right now.
Okay, so we can't read a headline and say that because this is what everyone like on Twitter does. You read a headline and then that's reality.
Yeah,
like, come on.
Then Trump ended up in office.
I did everything right and they indicted me.
It's like confirmation bias. Like, you already believe what he says. Like, oh, I have no free will. I have no choice. I can't change my life because it's too hard and too scary. So therefore, I'm going to look for things that confirm that. And, oh, I found a blog headline and now I'm going to repeat that on a show because this is my narrative that I'm sticking to. Yeah, it makes sense. It's human nature, I think.
Okay, so here's your student loans. The highest rate is 5%, so these aren't like death by any means. They range from 3 to 5%. I do not know the total balance on your student loans, though.
I think it's about 27,000.
Kill me.
Yeah, right?
Oh, wait.
I was just assuming because I'm on the Medicaid and the food stamps and I saw forbearance and I was like, oh, they're hip. I didn't need to tell them anything.
No, because you usually to be on forbearance, continued forbearance, you'd have to go on there and be like, I need to be on forbearance. Or just be like, yo, I'm making no money. I need to switch my thing to an income base, which, okay.
You think they'll listen to my stories about the systems of oppression in this world?
No.
Just kidding. I will do this
They won't even let you go bankrupt and get rid of him. So no.
today. I will call.
Yeah, because you're past due 287 and the minimum monthly payment is 287.
Okay, I'll actually do this tomorrow because I was going to do some plant medicine today to get my mind right after talking to you.
Does that just mean smoke? Like
Yeah,
what?
it does.
Smoke weed every day.
The other plant medicine. They grow in the
Mushrooms.
ground.
Okay.
Fungus.
Yeah, that's what you need. Wait to call your student loan company. Just get some microdosing in there because that's what my coach told me.
Can I have your shirt?
Sure.
Yes.
I wore it because there was no clean shirts, so.
Yeah, I've been clean to this rabbit fur that I shouldn't have bought.
Rabbit fur.
That's the cutest fucking thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
$38 of interest charge. That sucks.
The
Every
bar's
month?
low.
Yeah. 438 stolen from you this year so far. $28 of fees. We must have missed a payment at some point.
It's all gonna be paid off. It's all gonna be paid off. The money's on its way. The money's on its way. You have abundant songs you sing to yourself at night.
Oh my God. Stop this. The money's in the mail. The secret is working. I'm gonna be abundant with money in my pocket. It's in there right now. I believe this is not helping you. You need to seek help. Real help.
That was what was
money
happening.
from the tree. Give me the Tesla.
Like visualize the Tesla. Okay, it's
Or
on its
maybe
way.
I just make an extra episode.
Yeah. I won't lie. That's how it was. That's completely how it was for like a year. I would have all these people telling me like, you're going to do big things. Like you're going to help so many people.
It's called lying to you to extract money from you. They read you, they looked at you, they looked at your rings and your rabbit fur vest and your overall appearance, and they said, this girl is naive. I'm going to tell her what she wants to hear. What she wants to hear is that she does no wrong, that she's not responsible for anything, that, you know, if she just sings a song at night, that's what's going to help her. If she just takes, you know, mushrooms and microdoses at night, that's going to solve all her problems, and that money is an illusion and everyone's oppressed and who cares and whatever. She thinks that this is all the people who are telling me this is, yeah, but you're surrounding yourself with these people because it feels good and you don't have to deal with your issues.
But let's use things we've learned in the past if we grew up in a dysfunctional household to be like, oh, maybe I don't want my household in the future to be dysfunctional. Why was it dysfunctional? These reasons. Let's not be that. Foreclosure notices on the house. I don't want that. What caused it? I'm not going to do that.
Yes, that's beautiful. You were able to see what you didn't want, and then you worked towards a different ending. In my own way, yeah, I'm doing the work to not be like essentially how my childhood home was. So
no, you're not, because you know what chaos is? If you introduce a child into this situation, the chaos of making, you know, $100 here and there on these videos and having life coaching and doing whatever, like that is chaos. So if you were to have the same situation happen where you were now raising a child, like that child would be in the same chaos that you were in, because you're not in a stable place. As much as you think that we will never do the things that our parents did to us, unless you're really, really taking responsibility, which she's not this time, her life is chaotic because there's no stability at all and no real like action plan to take care of it. Like I'm going to apply for jobs, or I'm going to work on something, or nothing. It's just kind of like, I'm not doing good. And because of all these problems, and like, hey, I don't disagree with why she has issues. But again, seeing a coach, a life coach, spirituality person is not going to fix it at all.
I guess also being raised in scarcity mindset, it's been really weird because I'm
Scarcity
trying to
mindset.
choose on a daily basis abundance. Like I'll joke with you about abundance and manifestation, but
It's not real, babe. It's not real. It's not real. If it was real, you would be living in it. Wouldn't you? Literally, you are living the delusional lifestyle of self-help, yet you are in debt and unhappy. Honestly, so it seems. So it must not be working, right? The only reason you think it works is because other people told you it works. They're lying to you to take your money.
What you're doing is you're actually pushing off real abundance.
Yes.
You're preventing it.
Amen.
By just being in a hole that's going to be harder and harder to dig out of the longer and longer you go and allow yourself to be in it. Man, if I can get you to a point where you're budgeting, where we're bringing in solid income in a job that we're feeling passionate about, right now you're kicking the can down the road and you're preventing actual abundance.
the frustration, and it goes back to the beginning of not wanting to participate in a capitalistic society. It's like,
But you don't have a choice.
exactly. If I want to live here and I want to change this country, I have to participate in capitalism.
Okay, I support what she said, minus if I want to change this country. Why do you think you specifically are going to be the one to change the country? Like, come on. Clean your room first. And then let's take care of the country's woes, because the country's got a lot of problems, okay? Every country does in its own way. Let's deal with our own debt first and then worry about everyone else's debt, the millions of people in America, as a society in which we live in. Okay, I feel bad because this is, again, self-help. You can't let go of, I am better than everyone else. I am going to help more people than anyone else. I'm going to help 1 billion people. It's like, you're just like us. Babe, you're just like us. Get down to our level, please, because that's the only thing that's going to help you raise your self-esteem and your income.
What would you say, in your opinion? Would you say like 20 hours a week on the passion work and then 20 hours a week on the money-making work? Or what do you think?
It's, if the passion brings in the money, then we're all in on the money for Sergi's.
It will.
But if, well, okay. I hope so. I hope so. We can't, we're not gambling. Okay. We're adults. We live in reality. I hope it works.
But we're adults with dreams.
Wow, I never thought of it that way.
Everybody has dreams. That's another thing. I used to think not everyone had dreams. I'm like, no, only some people have dreams that really want to have a better life. Lots of people just want to be normal and boring. I'm like, no, everyone wants to be exceptional and special in some way. Yet we all come up short because there's only a certain amount of people who are, at that high level. And even then, they don't seem happy either. People who are famous for like certain things, like they don't seem like they're that much better off than the average person. To be famous and to be adored by people, that's a plus in some ways, but then also you lose your privacy. So that's a negative, and it evens out at a certain point. So like life is the most precious thing in the world. Like your own life is the most precious thing that you should value very highly and protect it, and it's delicate and whatever. But it's also the most inconsequential thing in the grand scheme of the world. My presence here, a tiny, maybe fraction of a difference. And that's okay. That's okay. That's the thing that it's hard to accept. You want to be like Nelson Mandela and change the entire world and have people quote you and whatever. But it's not realistic, and it's not, and it's like when people reincarnate. I was Marilyn Monroe. They're always Marilyn Monroe, They were never like Sandy from 1941 Poland. They never are some random person. It's always someone famous and exceptional. It's like, that's just something that we deal with as humans, that we all want, I guess, at some level. And when you accept that is not probably what's going to happen, and even if you are the most famous person in the world, that people actually don't really know the real you, then I think we can all live a little happier, perhaps.
It's been a subconscious thing that's finally at the surface of, hey, all these fears are the reasons that you're distracting yourself with all this other shit. So the storylines were like, oh, I'm not healthy enough to work. Oh, I've just been through some trauma. I need to heal before I can start working. So that's how it was for month after month after month. And then week after week, you're like, okay, I'll start on that new gig Monday. Oh, well, now it's Thursday. Let's try again for this Monday. I was procrastinating my life to the point where now the numbers are clear. I can't do that anymore. And I'm sick. I'm so sick of getting support from other people. But I'm blessed enough that my show, with the 5 episodes that I have right now, have apparently helped people.
Yes.
And so
yes. That is the most rewarding thing.
Yeah.
It really is.
When you get that feedback.
Yeah, no, it really is.
you
If people
changed my
change
life.
their lives, that it is the best thing.
Yeah, so that's why I can't give it up. So I'm at the point that you're
doesn't
talking
mean that
about with
needs
the
to
work.
be- Yeah.
But it has to balance with the actual money-making, self-sustaining work.
I have a friend, acquaintance, that, she wants to do, indie films. And hey, like I love film. I think film is so cool. I would love to do a film at some point, a short film, documentary film, whatever. I'm very interested in the craft of filmmaking or whatever. So I'm a big supporter. But then I have conversations with her sometimes and she's like, yeah, just like no one appreciates independent film. And like if I was to have a studio, I wouldn't take on any corporate, gigs. I wouldn't sell out my scripts for like a major network or whatever. And it's like, so how would you afford to have all the indies? Like, how are you going to make money for the indies? I don't know. I'll figure it out. It's like, bruh. You think that you're the only person in the whole world that's thought that independent films and having your own thoughts put into a film is the best thing? Like, no, people make compromises all the time. It's like, I don't agree with them all the time. I think sometimes people go too far into greed and whatever, but like, does she think that other people are just working at the bank because they want to? That's their passion? No, everyone wants to help other people if they could, most likely, and make money from it, of course.
Wells Fargo, overdraft $35. Nice camera store. American Airlines of $5.60. Did you buy something on the plane? You can't afford it. You can't afford to live. ATM withdrawal, where's $40 going? I don't know. Facebook thing, a cop mentorship? What's a mentorship? $158. What mentorship are you a part of?
Oh, that was for my Reiki and spiritual healership training with the magical Alexandra Michelle.
Wonderful. Heal your banking account by not spending money you don't have.
I'm gonna Reiki my bank account right now. No, that's not how it works. That was a joke.
Oh, okay. Well, I wouldn't. It's all a joke to me. Casting networks.
Me too. I'm with you. It's all a joke to me. Okay, just so you know, this I believe is what she's buying. Direct energy transmission that activates the Kundalini awakening. What do we think?
I don't know anything more cultish than that.
I can touch your skeleton with my finger and you will be healed. Do you pay rent? No. Great. Join my course.
Natural pause. R. Houston. Okay, that's okay. I love him. He's great. He's a boy. Let's bring him up for some pets.
He really needs the most high quality food that's offered on the market.
He's lived to 15. Like whatever's going on is working.
Yeah, he's part zombie.
Well, I don't think he can see anything, but he is very cute and nice.
Good thing you can't see these bank statements. You might be yelling at me too.
Yeah, those cataracts are rough. I'm sorry, buddy.
We're healing those.
Wait, what?
Okay, and you're healing them through medicine or through hand waves?
Reiki and medicine and intention setting.
I can't take it. I can't take it. We're healing my dog's 15-year-old cataracts with intention setting. Okay, I go from understanding empathy to hating her, to understanding empathy to hating her. I'm sorry. This is a mix of emotions. I can no longer work. I'm having too many emotions.
I'm okay with leaning on people if we literally live in a dangerous situation.
I know. Right now I'm living with my dad and it's driving me insane.
In the mold?
No, so I can't live in the mold.
Okay, so you live with your dad.
I'm at my dad's.
Cool. I feel like throwing up. Like I legitimately feel like throwing up. These numbers are so bad.
I was wondering if that was just me because we're sharing the field right now. No. Oh, actually everywhere in the United States has a mold issue.
Are you sure about that?
Everywhere in the United States has a mold issue. I don't know if I believe her mold story, her crown molding story. I believe that there's mold, but then the fact that she didn't tell him that she's living at her dad's house until like an hour into this conversation, because she made it seem like she was living in the mold and that she didn't have to pay rent because of the mold situation. But I feel like if everywhere in America has mold, then aren't you still living in mold? Like I'm suspect now of this story, to be honest, because it seems a little confusing. So you're gonna leave the country? You're gonna flee the country or what?
So I am confused.
How are you getting home? How are you getting home? Here? Yeah, how are you getting home? How are you getting back to Los Angeles?
Okay, so I have been getting my together. I'm from here, out of Austin, Texas. I'm going to fly to Washington DC and meet with my business consultant. We're going to take care of my taxes. We're going to take care of my budget. We're going to take care of all these things. So you...
Business consultant? Excuse me, ma'am. What business do you have?
You are the perfect first step of giving me a beautiful, I'm very grateful, financial audit before I get even more set, organized.
That's how I feel too.
I have an aversion to this, clearly.
Some restaurant and selling out money, Chick-fil-A, Taco Bell, some mercantile thing.
That Taco Bell gave me what do you call it?
Taquitos.
Stomach flu.
Taquitos.
Stomach flu. Taco Bell gave me stomach flu. Can I get the Crunchwrap influenza, please?
You don't have a car payment.
Motorcycle.
Payment?
I had a man buy my motorcycle and I have to pay him back eventually, but luckily there's no deadline on that.
Just
don't do that.
When I woke up today, I didn't know this would be the conversation.
She seems to have an issue with men, which, hey, relatable. But, like, I don't know. Just be self-aware about it and go, okay, maybe this is my issue I got to work on. I mean, maybe she is. Maybe she is. Maybe she'll get there at some point. But if I was to watch this as an outsider, which I am, it's like, number one is, like, stability. Take care of that. Number two, maybe look at these issues with the men and the sugar babies and the boyfriends and the motorcycles and the gifts and the I bought lingerie for him and I didn't get my money back. Like, it just seems like a lot of chaos, as she said.
Yeah, maybe 330.
So you owe $3,000?
Yeah, we're gonna add that.
It's a debt that you owe. Well, duh. Who is he? Who's the dude?
He was this nice guy who...
Did you sign a contract?
Nope.
Honestly, because of that? I'm usually a pay your money back kind of guy, but...
The law of attraction, what you attract and put out in the universe, you get back. People not paying you back is what she will now get. If you take something that doesn't belong to you and you're supposed to pay it back and you promise to pay it back and you don't, that's bad juju, bad karma, right? Come on. It can't all be shining roses when you want it to be. And you're attracting and magnetizing, but then when something's like, ooh, I'm doing something a little wrong, you go, oh, it doesn't matter. Inconsequential to the universe. Is it a law or is it not?
Here was the first episode.
So this is on your Instagram?
We ever did. Yeah. Bottom right would be the first episode. Sorry.
I didn't like it. Like that. Are you kidding me? This is how it's gonna be. I'm not gonna expect perfection. Okay, great. No one else should either. Take one. Let's motherfucking do this.
Oh my God.
What did I just watch?
I'm gonna change the world with my content. Oh no. Okay. All right. Let's take a reality check real quick.
This episode's about 10 minutes. They're little long form for nowadays, you know?
Okay.
I'm choking up a little bit because that was back in February when I first came out with the idea for the show. Yeah.
You haven't done much for such long.
I literally had a lot of love and then this one hater was like,
oh God,
this isn't sustainable.
Oh, you can't listen to them.
That's what Heidi Powell says about me. There was this one hater one time and she ruined everything in my career. That's why I haven't been successful in 20 years. It's like, yeah, okay, that's my fault. Okay, sure. Tell yourself that. Okay, sorry. What?
Okay.
Who said that? It's hearing ghosts.
I was told I could do ASMR.
I was just gonna say you should do ASMR.
Thank you.
No. People like make money off of that on YouTube and TikTok and stuff.
Do
No, I'm not even
OnlyFans.
kidding. Like, okay, so I mean, let's just talk basic realities here. You're an attractive person.
Thank you.
Yeah, congratulations. You won the genetic pool, and you took care of yourself. All right, right? Like, I'm actually pretty hot when I take care of myself, but now I'm a fat.
Everyone's inherently beautiful.
Okay. Well, okay.
Capitalism decided what was beautiful and what wasn't, so that they could sell us, so that they could just sell us all this makeup.
I mean, like, I would.
Celery juice cleanses and Reiki healings. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That is what they're doing.
What I will say, that last post did not have a lot of engagement. No, I'm good. Yeah. Put time into this, but this is not a abandon everything else and do into that because that has made negative money.
Numbers wise, yeah. Numbers wise, it's not there. Impact on the world, it's there.
What gave you the confidence? Delusion.
Not if no one sees it.
Yeah, but if I affect one person, like even if just one person watching this episode.
But again, if you can't pay your bills and you're homeless and you can't afford to eat and you starve.
Okay, I found her Instagram. This is her show. It's called Healing Amber, Healing Publicly, Realer Than Reality TV, Self-Docu, Motivating Your Self-Actualization and Human Journey. She has her mom and she's got a TikTok. So here's the video.
I didn't like it. Like that. Are you kidding me? This is how it's gonna be. I'm not gonna expect perfection.
Welcome to Healing with Amber. I don't like the word healing. I've said that before. Inspiration for authentic living. Services. Oh God. Oh no! Community Reiki on Zoom every full moon. Sign me up. Genuinely social media consulting and producing authentic ads, UGC acting, modeling, and producing for kids. Intuitive art class for processing grief. Okay. Full moon community Reiki, $33. Need an energetic detox? Join our community. Okay. It's medical ninjutsu. Okay, now for all the people who have not obsessively binge watched Naruto. We take care of our physical, mental, emotional, financial, and social health. But what about our energetic health? Well, some of us don't take care of our financial health, actually. Exclusive one-on-one Reiki healing. How much do you think this is? $100? How much is it? Free, I guess. The service is for the awakened souls who want to work with Amber one-on-one for energy healing and intuitive consulting to holistically align your life. And here's her YouTube. A variety show documenting the life of Amber with all that she's been through, all that she's going through, and how she laughs through most of it. The goal of Healing Amber is at least one other human will feel like they can turn this show as a beacon of authenticity, inspiration, and crazy stories to take control of their own lives. I don't know how hearing someone else's story of like being very chaotic and having a pretty traumatic life is helpful. But hey, maybe it is. It's like I can hear people's stories and I go, oof, rough. And then I just feel bad. I don't feel like, oh, I'm inspired now. This is from May of last year. You're looking at a woman who decided to stop telling herself that I'm not healthy enough to make money. But in reality, I have always provided for myself, and I always will. This life-altering epiphany came when I was completing a money mindset and manifestation exercise by Alyssa Nobriga with Caitlin Suzanne that rocked my world. But once I gained awareness from my CPTSD coach, aka launching Healing Amber, my dream job, and securing a fat bag with UGC work, which feels frustratingly impossible as someone healing CPTSD, I immediately started taking atomic steps towards major transformation. But apparently that didn't happen because she seems to still... What?
My knees cracked when I did that.
What is this?
Extra to look this fine on set. Oh my.
That's enough internet for me today.
I'm confused. So she's a coach and a healer and an energy person and a this and a that, and she's healing and fixing the world and blah, 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 blah. I think she's a victim as much as she is a perpetrator, but here we go. I mean, just because she's not successful doesn't mean that she wouldn't be taking advantage of the next person that would be in her same situation, because she's doing the whole shtick. She's in the pipeline, you know, of grift, unfortunately.
You're pretty. You can focus on that. Think of different verticals. Maybe if we do the ASMR or we're doing modeling or something like that.
Mukbang.
I love cheese.
Well, that's a beyond obvious 0 out of 10 Hammer financial score. So check out all the resources linked in the description below. They're what I use or would use in specific situations, including the very best budgeting program in the history of the internet. Thanks to all of our Patreon producers.
We did it. Wow, that was an adventure.
Look at this. Are you ready to be biohacked?
Huh?
So what'd you guys think? That was fun, huh? Anyways, yeah, it's unfortunate. The self-help industry and the spirituality wellness industry will tell you that you are inherently divinely gifted with all these things and you are deserving of everything. And it's just not true. It's not. It's all a mirage. And if you're on stage or you're in the audience of one of these things, like... you're going to be in an alternate reality where, you know, up is down and down is up, and, you know, everything's a tactic to get you to buy their product. That's all it is. And if you think then that's the real world, and it's not. More streams coming, more edited videos coming, and that's it. That's my story. And then we'll have a kumbaya, and then I'll Reiki heal you, and then we can all go to sleep, and then we can biohack in our dreams.